Good morning to Blue Hawaiian Helicopters. I'm Christy with the K. Everybody wave with that camera. I got Manuel, Jerry, Eric, and Kurt. Awesome. Let's go enjoy the beautiful day. Let me make a couple of radio calls. Now, once we do take off, family, it's going to be about 3 more minutes before I can say anything again while we take off. All right? So just sit back and enjoy.
Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Now there is this song I wrote. I hope you learned it note for note like good little children. Don't worry. Be happy. Listen to what I say. In your life expect some trouble. But when you worry, you make it up. Don't worry. Be happy. Be happy now.
They got us holding just for a second.
Be happy. Don't worry, be happy.
I'm looking.
Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't do it. Be happy.
Everybody's got cameras ready? Perfect. Now, no matter how much we stay here on the ground, you're going to get the same amount of flight time. I promise you that. Don't worry.
Don't worry. It will soon pass, whatever it is. Don't worry, be happy. I'm not worried.
There's a whole bunch of radio calls going on. This one pilot, I don't know. All right, we're about to get it. Few more minutes. We're next for takeoff. Behind that one. We have air conditioning. We're fun though. All right, family, welcome to Hawaii, more specifically the island of Oahu. I'll be able to get those microphones turned on in about 8 more minutes, and we're just going to talk story. Pretty famous for surfing here on this island, and if you look right out in front of you, you're already going to see a whole handful of surfers out here already enjoying the beautiful Aloha Wednesday.
Honolulu, baby, where'd you get those eyes? And the dark complexion.
Oh, look at that one. Grabbed a nice little wave right there. Beautiful. Check it out, Mr. Kurt. Now, out the left-hand side, this is the Ala Moana Beach Park right here. And behind there, where you see the buildings with a little bit of construction, that's the Ala Moana Mall. It's the world's largest open-air mall.
That Waikiki,
Up next, we have Magic Island.
baby.
Now, family, if you've ever seen a show called Gilligan's Island, this is where they set sail from. It's the Alawai Harbor right there. We'll talk more about that show a little bit later as well.
Baby, you're the one for me.
Up next, the hotel you see with the orange on the side of it, that's the Hilton Hawaiian Village. Every Friday night, that's where we have the fireworks display. So come on out around 7:30, 7:45 Friday night. Enjoy the fireworks. But that's also the first hotel that starts the gorgeous Waikiki Beach. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a gentle turn and a climb. And I'm going to show everybody Waikiki.
When you start to sway, all the men go crazy.
Here we go.
They seem to say, Honolulu, baby, at Waikiki.
Welcome to Waikiki, family. Look at this. Gorgeous. We should be on a postcard right now. Look at that, Mr. Eric, Mr. Jerry. Just beautiful. I don't know, family. We should go park the helicopter after the flight and go to Waikiki and get some sandy toes.
Honolulu, baby, at Waikiki.
Now the high ground we have coming right out in front of us, this is Diamond Head. I'm going to climb up a little bit higher. I have to keep Diamond Head out the left-hand side because there's airplanes over there, over the island. So I got to stay clear of them. But I'm going to climb up a little bit higher so we can get a better view of it.
You're the one for me.
Now Diamond Head is the most popular hike that we have here on the island of Oahu. It's a half a mile to get up to the very top of it. There's a set of bunkers up there. It's almost 800 feet in elevation. Oh, I can already see hikers on top of it already. Diamond Head was discovered by British explorers that thought the shady quartz rocks were diamonds. And the last time it erupted was 135,000 years ago. Here on the island of Oahu, we do not have any active volcanoes. That's only on the Big Island, and we'll talk more about that in a few moments. There's Diamond Head. One more look at Diamond Head before we start coming back down in altitude. Now the waters we have right in front of us is Hawaii Kai. Very popular for scuba diving and parasailing. I'll show you why once we get a little bit closer to it. Little peninsula that we have coming out the left-hand side is called Black Point. Some of the most expensive real estate on Oahu is right there. Do you see my house? Just kidding. Now, family, I'm going to come down to 800 feet, so if you do have any pressures or discomfort in your ears, be sure to clear them. But let's talk about the state of Hawaii. There's 8 islands that make up the state of Hawaii. Way behind us, about 120 miles, is a very small island called Ni'iau, and it's privately owned by a small family. And then about 100 miles behind us, we have the island of Kauai, which is 5.5 million years old. It's the oldest of the 8. Of course, this is Oahu. This is the most populated of all 8 of them. The island is almost 600 square miles, and we have over 1 million people that live on this one little small island. The city of Honolulu, which is the state capital, there's 800,000 people in that town.
We are e kahi.
quick radio call real quick. And you really can't see it through the VOG. I'll talk about the VOG here in a few moments. But out the right-hand side, we would have the island of Molokai, Lanai, Maui, Ko'olave, and then the big island, Hawaii, which is actually named Hawaii. Kind of an interesting thing about the big island of Hawaii, there's 3 active volcanoes on that island right now. Kilauea has been erupting since 1983. So if you happen to hop over to the big island, you can go ahead and check out that lava flow at Kilauea right now. Now those microphones are now turned on, so Mr. Manuel, where are you visiting from?
Jersey.
From Jersey? Oh, nice. It's a nice little break from Jersey, right?
Yes,
Definitely, definitely. Welcome. Mr. Jerry, where are you visiting from?
Ala Moana.
Ala Moana. So you're visiting from here. Well, welcome. How about you give the tour? He's like, no, it's not going to happen. Oh, got to hold it a little bit closer, Mr. Jerry.
I said, I'll listen to you and I can refresh my memory.
Oh, there we go. All right, I'll be the voice in your head. All right. Mr. Eric, where are you and Kurt visiting from?
We're from Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, Chicago! Fantastic. That's also a nice break from Chicago coming here.
I think Jerry's looking for his house. He's lost.
You might be. Jerry, just so you know, refreshing your memory, this is Hawaii Kai. He's like, I know. Now, family, if you do have any questions or comments, please pick up that microphone. Don't hesitate to ask. This is your tour. I'm just driving right now. Yes, absolutely. That higher ground you see off the left-hand side, Mr. Kurt's side, this is called Coco Head. Now, Coco Head is also a very popular hike, although I'm sure Mr. Jerry can tell you it's pretty steep. I did it about a year ago. I'm still never done it. That's probably a good thing. There's a set of railroad tracks that go up the side of it. Really can't see it because the clouds are casting a shadow. It's over 1,000 steps. Now, the military used to use it to take ammunition to the top of those bunkers on the top of it, but now, like I said, people use it as their personal stairmaster. But right out in front of you, you know that haze or the fog I was telling you about? That right there is a volcanic smog which is coming off of Kilauea, that active volcano that I was telling you about on the Big Island. Mr. Jerry, have you gone to the Big Island? Oh, I can't hear you. I think your microphone just went out. Uh-oh. Is it working? Nope. It's trying. It's intermittent. We're going to have to get that fixed. You want to try Mr. Manuel's?
I've been on the Big Island. I did a helicopter ride from the window, taken off for spatial shots of the volcano.
Oh, isn't it gorgeous?
30 years ago.
30 years ago. Oh my goodness, wow. I just did it last week. Mr. Eric, if you get a chance to hop over there, it's pretty amazing right now.
Can you land on any of those hills there?
We here as tour helicopters, no sir, we don't do it. But the military, they do have some training sites that they do and go and land at. Yes, sir. Now coming up here off the left-hand side, this is Hanauma Bay. Now Hanauma Bay, you can start to see it right now. This used to be a volcanic tuff, but about 100,000 years ago, one side of it washed away, leaving us the most popular place to go snorkeling. I'm going to do a turn here in just a moment and put it out the right-hand side for Mr. Jerry.
Is there any coral in there?
Oh, it's all coral. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I'll show you here in just a moment, and you'll be able to see it. Here you go, Mr. Eric. Let me show it to you.
I just have to say, wow.
It's amazing. Look at this. We have 1 million visitors each year to Hanauma Bay. Mr. Jerry, looks different from up here, doesn't it? Now it's open every day but Tuesdays, so if you do want to go, make sure you go on any other day. I guess the turtles need a day off, right? I bring it back around for Mr. Kurt. Want to go snorkeling? I want to go snorkeling too.
Kurt, do you like the water?
Beautiful, isn't it, Mr. Kurt? Beautiful. All right, family, I'm going to climb up a little bit in altitude now. Coming up next is Makapu'u Lighthouse.
It's a place I long to be.
a better look at that Cocoa Head. Now this road that's coming right here out the left-hand side goes around about 80% of the island. So it's kind of the neat thing if you have a car in a day, just go get lost on the island. I'll show you more of that road a little bit later. I'm going to climb up to 1,500 feet to avoid some traffic and turbulence. I'm not a big fan of the bumps. Now coming up right here in a few moments, this is going to be Makapu'u. It's a very well-paved switchback trail. I'm going to put it out the right-hand side. It's one of my favorite hikes here on the island. A couple of reasons. It's easy. It's probably the biggest reason. And they let me take my dog. But it takes you to a really gorgeous lighthouse. Then I'm going to put Sea Life Park out the left-hand side. Kind of a neat thing. I don't know, gentlemen, if you've ever seen a chick flick called 50 First Dates with Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler. Maybe not? No, that's one of my favorites. Well, Sea Life Park is where Adam Sandler worked during the filming of the movie, and the lighthouse I'm going to put out the right-hand side is where he took Drew Barrymore on one of their little dates. That small island right there all by itself is called Rabbit Island. It's a little bird sanctuary.
Singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. Saying, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry.
There's that lighthouse right out the right-hand side right there, gentlemen.
Every little thing.
Right here. Sea Life Park.
Gonna be alright. Rise up this morning. Smile with the rising.
Welcome to Waimanalo Bay right here, family. This is the longest beach we have here on the island of Oahu. It's 3 miles long.
Sweet songs.
The mountains that we have out the left-hand side, these Ko'olaus, we're going to attempt to do a big turn around them today. It's all going to depend, of course, on weather. I think so far so good. We're doing all right. Now we have Bellows right in front of you, that little airfield you see right there. There's paradrops going on right now, so I have to steer clear of Bellows. I'll put that out the right-hand side.
Don't worry. Singing, don't worry.
Mr. Jerry, I'm not sure what's going on with your microphone. There we go.
Where do they jump off the cliff when they glide down to the water?
Oh, they're actually jumping out of helicopters.
I thought it was over here to the left.
For the paradrops, that's the Navy jumping into Bellows right here. But I'm not sure where on the cliff. That's a great question, Mr. Jarrett, because I see them paragliding over here all the time.
Me too. I just wondered.
I'm not sure.
Is there a road to get up there?
I'm not sure. Actually, it's one of my friends. His name is Doug, is the owner of it. I'm going to ask him the next time I see him. There's actually paradrops. You see him right there, Mr. Eric? You can see him up in the sky.
I had no idea there were so many open fields down below us.
Yes, sir. This is all Waimanalo right here. Kind of a huge perspective seeing everything from a helicopter, right, versus driving around.
On the island, we do it in style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. The island, we do it in style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. Mama's in the kitchen cooking dinner. Beef stew on the stove, lovely salmon with the ice. We don't drink.
I don't normally get to fly this close to the Ko'olaus, but because of the parajumpers, I get to. It's beautiful. I forget how gorgeous it is over here. It's beautiful.
From the mountain to
Coming right up here, out the right-hand side, this small ridge line you see right here, this is called Olamana. Now, Olamana was said to have been the center of the Ko'olau volcano that formed the island of Oahu. And if you kind of notice closely, we're in the middle of what was said to be that volcano right now. Now, it really doesn't look like a volcano anymore because that was 4.5 million years ago. But there's Olamana out the right-hand side.
You know my girl, she like the boy real song. I love forever, every minute, every hour of the day. We do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. On the island, we do it island style.
Now these Ko'olau Mountains that are out the left-hand side, we've been following, there's 3 highways built through it. We have the Pali, that's the one closest to us. And then we have the Leaky, and a little bit further down where the tunnels are, that's the H3. That's the fastest way to get to this side of the island. The town we have out the right-hand side, this is Kailua. This is where President Obama and his family would come and stay every Christmas and New Year's in this little town right here. Nice little work perk, right? Then the airfield you're going to see here in a few moments out the front right-hand side, that's Kaneohe Marine Corps Air Base. That's the Marines that we have here. We have every branch of service here on the island of Oahu to include Coast Guard and National Guard.
Eat and drink and we sing all day. Kalikapila in the old Hawaiian way on the island.
Now right out front, family, or gentlemen I should say, this is my favorite part of the island. This is the Kaneohe Sandbar, and here in a few moments you're going to notice how the sand and coral reef make like these lily pad looking formations. Now depending on the time of the day, the water depth is either ankle deep or chest high, so people come out in boats and just spend the day here. And that show Gilligan's Island I spoke about earlier, this little small island you see right here is called Coconut Island. That's where they did the aerial shot for Gilligan's Island right there. Now they didn't actually film the TV show there, just the opening shot for it. There's Coconut Island.
From the windward to the leeward side. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side.
Now the University of Hawaii uses the Coconut Island to study marine animal life, and the kids to go to school, they get put on a boat and sent over to the boat dock. 17 people live there. Oh, there's the kids going to school right now. Oh, I don't know, but still kind of cute. Right out front, welcome to the Sandbar. Yep, people come out here with pontoon boats or catamarans. I've seen people kayaking out here, paddling. They come out here and swim with turtles, sometimes manta rays. Just gorgeous. I've seen people out here with volleyball nets. People come out here with like volleyball nets or bouncy houses. About 8 months ago, I saw a wedding out here. They had the altar and everything. It was so sweet. Yep, this is all sand and coral reef, and it grows a little bit each year. Just beautiful. Little small island you see right in front of you is called Chinaman's Hat. A lot of people like to kayak out to Chinaman's Hat as well. Hike up to the top of it right there. But right behind it, family, is Kualoa Ranch. Now, Kualoa Ranch, this is where you can go zip lining or go ride ATVs or go horseback riding through what they call Jurassic Valley. But as long as the clouds and the rain stay away, I'm going to take you into Jurassic Valley right now. Climb up a little bit higher. Now it might be a little bumpy throughout here. There's this next valley coming up the right-hand side is called Kaava Valley, but this is where parts of Jurassic Park, most of Jurassic World, parts of 51st Dates, the chick flick I was talking about earlier, the new King Kong movie, which is not even in theaters yet, and they might be filming a movie right now in this valley. Welcome to Jurassic Valley.
What kind of power plants do they use in Hawaii?
Power plants? We have one power plant that's over by Eva Beach, and they use oil. We also have a couple of windmill farms here as well. I'll show you the windmill farms here in about 12 minutes. A little bumpy through here. Now this is Kahana Valley. This is the wettest valley on the island right here. We average about 300 inches of rainfall each year in this one little valley. Parts of the television show Lost was filmed through here. That nice little beach you see right there out the right-hand side, Kahana Bay. You can actually get a camping permit. Camp out on that little beach. Cost about $20 a night, Mr. Eric, if you want to do it.
How did you know I used to be a camper?
I love camping. I could tell. Anybody from Chicago's got to be a camper, right? I don't know. I love camping. It's one of my favorites. Camping and hiking and flying helicopters is what I do. Now this valley, when it's raining heavily, it's pumping with waterfalls. Of course, if it was raining heavily, we wouldn't be flying in here right now. But in the next valley, we do have Sacred Falls. Ooh, that wind is no joke right now. Good, like a little roller coaster with no rails, right?
Yeah, you know.
Manuel's like, oh, I love this. We don't get this in New Jersey.
We have Six Flags.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The next valley right here, though, this is where Sacred Falls is. Now, Sacred Falls is the tallest waterfall that we have here on the island of Oahu. 1,300 feet. I'm going to first put it out the left-hand side for Mr. Kurt, and then make my little turn. Check that out right there. Let me do a little turn right here.
That's a long way down.
Yes, sir, it is. I think Mr. Kurt likes it too. Alright, we're going to start heading to those famous North Shores here in a few moments, where the famous surf competitions are going to start happening any minute now. I'm pretty excited. Now that same road that I was telling you that goes around about 80% of the island, it's right out your right-hand side. Mr. Jerry, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Hu'u'ulu. That's the town right there. Now through here you may notice some trees with light green leaves. That's the kukui nut tree. That's our state tree here in the Hawaiian Islands. So if you've ever seen or gone to any luau's and see men wearing the kukui nut lei, it's from our state tree.
Is that the tall, skinny ones?
It's the one with the really light green leaves that looks like broccoli. Yep, that's the kukui nut. The tall, skinny ones, those are evergreens. Those are indigenous. Those actually do not actually belong to native Hawaii. I heard. Next little town we have out the front right-hand side, that is Laie. The buildings that you see right there with the tan roofs, that's the Polynesian Culture Center. Very neat little place to go visit if you do get a chance. There's also a BYU campus and a Mormon temple in that little town right there of Kahukus, or Laie. Now, Mr. Eric, here in a few moments, you're going to notice our windmill farms. We have two sets here on the island of Oahu. They help about 10% here.
Not too much action on them.
I'm kind of surprised because the winds right now are 20 miles per hour from our rear. I don't know why they're not moving. Maybe they didn't pay the light bill. Get it? I'm just kidding. Sorry, it was a really bad joke.
I used to work at a nuclear plant, so we don't like wind farms anyhow.
Well, we don't have any nuclear ones here. We just have windmill farms, a lot of solar power, and of course the oil power plant that we have down on the Waianae side. Next little area that we have, this is Kahuku's out the right-hand side. That's where probably the most popular place on the island to go get some garlic shrimp right there. Because right past those homes, you see those rectangle bodies of water, those are shrimp farms. We actually have our own shrimp here on the island of Oahu, and if you get a chance to drive up there, one of my favorite little food trucks is in that little town of Kahuku's. I'm sure Jerry knows the name. I go there quite often.
Looks like a lot of farming.
There is a lot of farming. We have a lot of local farmers here with their own fruits and vegetables. We have farmers markets all over the island. And once I get on the other side of the Ko'olaus, I'm going to show you other farmland that we have. We also have a little bit of hydroponics as well. Here in a few moments, the resort that you see right here out the front right-hand side, that's Turtle Bay. Now, Turtle Bay is the only resort we have here on the famous North Shores of Oahu. That's where some pretty famous movies have been filmed, such as Forgetting Sarah Marshall, the new Mike and Dave Need a Wedding Date. Second Hunger Games was filmed there. Also parts of the television show Hawaii Five-0. And also if you follow football, that's where the football players stayed when they were here for the Pro Bowl back in February. There's the gorgeous Turtle Bay. And right here at the left-hand side, welcome to the North Shores of Oahu. This is what surfers call 7 miles of heaven. And I'm pretty excited. The gates for the surf competitions will start in November, so it's almost time. This is also when the whales show up, hopefully any day. I'll point out some of these beaches for us here in just a few moments.
A boat like a hurricane in a perfect storm, Lord. Ask her where she on the way to. Said I holla Eva. say she love the North Shore, bikini top, black Scots, and then board shorts. Paddle out, paddle out. Can I wait and you want to?
Now, not this beach, but the very next one where the sand meets the parking lot. That's the Sunset Beach. That's the second jewel of the Triple Crown. Mick Fanning from Australia. That's the one he won. A little bit further down, you're going to see white silver roofs. Straight out from that, that's the famous Billabong pipeline, or the Bonsai pipeline right there.
Like the sun, I can feel a warmth, yeah. Heat wave through the winter months, oh.
Now, if you look right out in front of you just for a second, straight out there in front of us, that's Cayena Point. That's the only part of the island of Oahu where there's no road. That's the most western point of the island. You actually have to hike out there if you want to. But monk seals and albatross birds hang out there, probably because there's no road, nobody can mess with them.
Can I wait and you want to? Can I wait and you want to? Can I wait and you want to?
Coming up next, this little rocky cove coming out Mr. Kurt's side, that's called Shark's Cove. It's very popular for scuba diving and snorkeling, but they call it Shark's Cove. If you look down on it, it's supposed to look like a hammerhead.
What?
See it, Mr. Kurt? Shark's Cove.
What?
Right there. Now, right past it is Waimea Bay. I'm going to do a turn and put that out the front, and right-hand side is Waimea Bay. We'll talk about that in just one moment.
And I'll float you away. I will stay the night. Can I wait and you want to? Can I wait and you want to? Can I wait and you want to?
Right here's Waimea Bay. Now, Waimea Bay family is where we have the Eddie Aikau. Now, Eddie Aikau was a local surfer, but he was also a lifeguard on this beach. And they started doing his surf competition back in 1985. And this past February, Mr. Jerry can probably tell you, the waves were so big, we had the 9th ever Eddie Aikau in over 30 years right here on this beach. So, Mr. Eric, if you look down there, Mr. Manuel, imagine, if you will, over 10,000 people were on that beach. The waves that day were 60 foot plus for 8 hours. It's amazing. Yep, it's amazing. It was pretty spectacular. People were camping out days prior to see the Eddie. I love Waimea Bay. Beautiful beach. There's also, yeah, Jerry's Point and Waimea Falls is up in there too. So if you want to go park at Waimea, really nice botanical gardens you can hike through, and it takes you to a really baby waterfall. But what's really kind of neat about the waterfall is you can swim in it. So it's pretty neat. Here's our second set of windmill farms. Half of them are working, so we got a little bit of wind, Mr. Eric. We got a little bit. Now the 7 miles of heaven continues out the right-hand side with the surf breaks of Chuns, and out in the distance is the town of Haleiwa. I love the little town of Haleiwa. That's what they call the gateway to the North Shore. It's the first little town that starts that 7 miles of heaven. But that's also at Haleiwa Harbor. If you want to go on a shark encounter and go swim with sharks, that's the place you can do it. Anybody? Next time. Okay, next time we'll go, Mr. Manuel. I haven't done it either. It's on the very bottom of my to-do list.
The very bottom.
Yeah, I've done scuba diving and sharks just happen to show up, but I don't plan it, you know what I mean?
The rainbow, so pretty in the sky.
Now those are the Waianae Mountains we have out the right-hand side, and the highest point on Oahu is up in the clouds, up at the 2 o'clock position. Right there, 4,000 feet is the highest point that we have here on Oahu. You also want to go skydiving. That's the place to go do it as well, down at Dillingham. Have you done that?
I'm going tomorrow.
Oh, fantastic. Yep, Dillingham is way out there. You're going to go up to about 14,000 feet. You're going to be able to see the whole island. I have done that, and it is awesome. I have done that.
Thank you.
Yep.
And I think to myself,
Now, right out front in the mid-1800s, early 1900s, sugarcane was the biggest export that we had here in the Hawaiian Islands. And unfortunately, Maui was the last island, and they just closed that down about 6 to 8 months ago. But right out in front of you, you're going to start to make out all the pineapple fields of the Dole Plantation. And the dark green vegetation coming out Mr. Jerry's side, that's the Wailua coffee. We do have a little bit of coffee here on the island of Oahu. Now, if you do happen to go over to Kauai, they export 390 million pounds of coffee. Of course, we have pineapple. And on the Big Island, they have orchid flowers, Kona coffee, and macadamia nut.
I saw in my dream we were walking hand in hand on a white sand beach of Hawaii. We were playing in the sun. We were having so.
Now all these pineapple fields at the Dole Plantation right here, you're going to notice how they look a little bit different for different stages of vegetation. Now the reason for that is it takes a year and a half to grow one pineapple. So the Dole Plantation plants them at all different times of the year on all these different fields, so we always have fresh pineapple through here.
The ocean rocks me all night long. Those hot, long summer days, lying there in the.
Right here, the red roofs and the tan warehouse. That's the Dole Plantation. Neat little place to go visit if you do get a chance. Has a little train that can take you through pineapple fields. Also has pineapple whip ice cream.
The ocean soothes my restless soul. The sound of the ocean rocks me all night long.
Now family, if you look right out in front of you, you're going to see an airfield. This is Wheeler Army Airfield right here. And to the right of us is Schofield Barracks. This is our Army base. But the interesting fact I want to point out here is the way we've been flying through the Central Valley is the exact approach path the Japanese took in 1941. We're flying exactly as the Zeros did. And they bombed Schofield, they bombed Wheeler, and if you look way out in the distance, there's Pearl Harbor. And that's where we're heading next is Pearl Harbor. And Mr. Eric, that saddle that you see right there out the right-hand side, that's Kolikoli Pass. That's where the second wave came through, right there.
Of Hawaii.
We're going to fly right over these Army helicopters before we start heading towards Pearl Harbor here in a few moments. Now, right here at Schofield and Wheeler, it took a lot of damage during in 1941, and they refused to repair it. They keep it as like a national landmark. And you'll be able to see some of that evidence on the right-hand side. You're going to see some dark patches on that airfield, and that's from the bombing of Pearl Harbor. Now, gentlemen, here in a few moments, we're going to be heading back into the Honolulu airport area, so I do have to make a lot of radio calls in a few moments. But I do want to say a quick thank you on behalf of everyone at Blue Hawaiian Helicopters. Thank you very much for flying with us today. Really do appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. If you get a chance to go to Kauai, Maui, or the Big Island, Blue Hawaiian Helicopters, we operate on all those, to include Hilo on the Big Island, which is closest to the eruption site. And also, once we do land, just please stay on board. My ground crew will open the doors for you. And if you get a chance, go in and sign our e-guest book. Leave us a comment. There's also note cards. If you want to leave me a note, leave me notes. Again, I'm Christy with a K. Thank you. I do have to turn the microphones off now. Turn those off, and I'm going to turn on Ziggy Marley, and I'll be right back with you.
Beach in Hawaii. I wish you were here with me, walking on the beach in Hawaii, playing on the golden sand, looking at the ocean now I understand. Love is
Also, family, once I get past this town, I'm going to come down to 1,000 feet. So if you do have pressures or anything in your ears, be sure to clear them as I come down.
on the beach in Hawaii. the beach in Hawaii. A little Pocololo, and I say my heart. Ujjayi breathing.
All right, family. So if you look right out in front of you, you're going to make out 3 bodies of water. We have West Lock, Middle Lock where the Navy ships are, and then East Lock is where Ford Island is, and that's where we're going to be heading next.
I wish you were here with me. On the beach in Hawaii. In Hawaii.
All right, family. We just got our clearance in. So these Navy ships that you see right here out the right-hand side, they're kind of in a reserve status, like a hold status, if you will. Navy just placed them there holding. Just a few moments, you're going to start to make out Ford Island coming up out the right-hand side, that little island. I'm going to show you the Arizona Memorial and the Battleship Missouri in just 1 second. The grassy strip that you see in the middle of Ford Island right there, that was the runway in 1941. And this December 7th will mark 75 years of the bombing of Pearl Harbor. The half-sunken ship that you see on this island out the right-hand side, that is the USS Utah. Now the USS Utah and the USS Arizona were the only true ships they did not resurrect for the bombing of Pearl Harbor. They have white dots on either side to show you the bow and the stern of the ship. The white structure you see right here, family, there's the Arizona Memorial. Here in a few moments, you're going to be able to look down and see the entirety of the ship. You're also going to notice in a few moments that it still leaks oil. All of Pearl Harbor right here in front of us. They're going to have us hold here just for 1 moment. There's a fixed wing here somewhere. More look at the Battleship Missouri and the Arizona Memorial. All right, family, here in just a moment, we're going to get our clearance back in. So I'll be right back with you once we land. Thank you again, family. Thank you.
Okay, this one's for Gabby.
Welcome back, family. What did everybody think about it? Nice. Thank you so. Let me turn those microphones back on. Thank you so much for flying with us. Really do appreciate it.
Thank you, Christy.
Thank you. Hope you liked it. Mr. Eric?
Thanks for a great trip, but when we were over to Pearl Harbor, I was ready to puke.
I know, I saw that. It's like, oh, at the